Hello everyone, Sun10.2 and welcome to another Fabric Mod review, this time on VoxelMap. I'm going to be doing this in 1.14.1 and I haven't looked into it yet just because I wanted to show the obvious sort of start and get a bit of a sense of how things may or may not have been since the Rift to Fabric transition or whatever else. And yeah, so obviously you've got the obvious screen you'll get stating what keys and an obvious welcome screen, and then from there if I check controls real quick, we'll see what we've got. Minimap controls, there we go. Let's enable a bunch of these, so let's see, full screen. Okay then, this is going to be tricky. Mobs, waypoints, I'm probably going to go actually M for that, B for that, there we go. I'll try at least to get this going. Anyways, obviously you can change the zoom, open up waypoints, create new waypoints, change the color, change the icon, have the dimension it appears in, change the coordinates if you wish, enable it or disable it. You can specify for filtering of multiple with a name, so I'll just go spawn 2 for example. You can shift those by name, by distance, which they're obviously very close to each other, so kind of pointless to showcase that. Enabling and disabling waypoints, the newest or further last created, colors. You can delete one if we want to. Can highlight as the most mandatory one we want to go to, teleport, which obviously I want to show a bit better there. If I highlight that, it's going to highlight it like so. Teleports me right there. You can change options like death points, showing all of them, turning them off, or showing the most recent, and the distance that we can see them. And otherwise you can share them with other players if you wish, for say like a structure or your base or something I guess, as well as a message. Everyone, not necessarily. Share it with myself, and whispering the coordinates. I can highlight it like so. I'll actually check if I have highlight removed, and then click that and it'll highlight it for me. Shift controls again so I can cover the rest. Got mobs, let's see. Okay then. We can toggle mobs on and off. Zooming, waypoint menu, waypoint hotkey, which is just creating one. Other than that, pretty much it works how you'd expect with the coordinates, high level, the actual visual there. Just check the full screen map properly. So slash no shift for that. You can see the full screen map like so, which you just press of course. You can still change the zoom if I wish. And that's clearly all I'm able to see right now. If I look around a bit, obviously it'll expand as I go, and I can obviously turn the map off when necessary. Other than that, that's about it off the top of my head. Oop, there we go. Okay. I didn't unlike the Rift version for those that have seen that previous one and are probably watching this one now, or if you're jumping from 1.12 or something to Fabric and noticing differences. There was at least a bit of performance issues at the start, just on startup of just loading up in the world. I'm pretty sure that's been fixed. Blurriness on the minimap and otherwise is obviously there. I'll just check with loading it up, at least by turning it off logging out, and then log it back in, and we'll see what the performance is like. Because before it was pretty bad on load, and then it took around about maybe a minute or two before it was like, okay, we got it, we're in the world, we're good. So it would just sort of freeze, and then it would be good. So that seems to have been fixed. So performance issues are probably not too bad now, compared to the RIF version at least, for 1.13 and 1.13.2. Other than that, I'm pretty sure that about covers everything. If I missed anything, let me know, and I'll probably do a follow-up, or I can probably try and confirm if certain things have been brought forward, but I'll try and do what I can, because I don't know everything about the mod. I'm pretty sure I covered about everything that I can think of, or can easily showcase with controls together, and so on. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.